After 7 years in the National Football League and all this bullshit of playing on really god awful football teams, having these trash offensive linemen, having zero weapons to work with, having no defense, having no sound organizational structure, because it was always part of the plan to move the Raiders out. Even a couple of decades ago, they knew what they were doing back then as they are today. They were purposely sucking all these years so they can move the club out of Oakland. They were purposely bad during the 2000s. Members within the organization knew that they were going to be bad for so long so they could turn the team away from Oakland so they can then move it to Las Vegas and establish market share over Nevada. And so once Tom Brady and the Red hoax is over, that the NFL is ready to repay back John Gruden with their own dynasty during the 2020s. And Derek Carr is a top 5 quarterback. He a top 5 quarterback. This guy played 15, 20 years. This guy has 170 touchdowns. The gematria of next dynasty, the gematria of Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hello? You got a golden boy. Derek Carr is the golden boy. He's a golden child. It was a California guy, Tom Brady. The next golden boy of the league is going to be another good boy from California, Derek Carr. That's just how the NFL rules. It's a white supremacist organization, so why should we expect Patrick Mahomes to win any Super Bowls when I told you, Derek Carr is the dynasty. I've said it a few years ago. This guy winning 3 Super Bowl rings. He winning more rings than Patrick Mahomes because this is a white supremacist organization. And because Kamala Harris and Black Lives Matter is going to reshape the NFL, we will see the men in black, the Vegas Raiders, win the Super Bowl. The looters looted the country, the right-wing propaganda and media says. The looting Tampa Bay Buccaneers win the Super Bowl because Joe Biden's the oldest president and Bruce Arians was the oldest coach to win the Super Bowl. Our next set of looters to win the Super Bowl is the Vegas Raiders. Everybody wearing black during the protest. The ideal timing calls for the economic recovery to kickstart these championships that we see in New York and Major League Baseball, and then the other devastated, crippled economy from its tourism industry, Las Vegas. Derek Carr is going to throw 4,500 yards next year. You just got to field the same lineup. It's all over for Trent Brown, John Gruden. You're going to cut him loose if this guy isn't going to set himself straight, maybe get into much better shape. I think that's what's happening with them. He's not digging the big Hulk figure. If this guy's not going to be more and be a more mobile shape than offensive lineman needs to be against these quick pass rushers with these quick hands, with these quick instincts, that is just not working out well. And so it's time for a change. It's time to keep the same offensive lineup week by week for Derek Carr, to stick with the same offensive coordinator, to be in there and show them exactly why, despite all the bullshit of your offensive line, of your defensive, without any weapons, you still managed to throw 170 touchdowns. And guess what? It is only 7 years in. He is on track for over 300 touchdown passes. He is on track for over 60,000 passing yards. And how many passing yards does Tom Brady have? How many does Aaron Rodgers have? This is what I'm talking about with Derek Carr. So ain't nobody going to tell me that this guy can't play without looking at the stats, without looking at the circumstances. The weapons are there. Keep the same linemen week in and week out, and fix that defense. You don't even need elite defense. You don't need no defense to win the NFL no more. Sure, you're going to see your top defense win time by time, like Tampa Bay. But Kansas City has a soft Swiss cheese defense, It don't matter they gave up all these yards. They still won the Super Bowl a year ago. New York Giants had bad defense 2011. They still won. Even Baltimore Ravens, when they won the Super Bowl, they were nowhere near being the top-ranked defense in the NFL. So you don't need defense to win year in, year out. After 7 seasons is when this all begins. A 6 life path numerology, you're going to win. Everyone's going to be surprised, but oh my God, Vegas, how they win. Oh yeah, they're totally going to win next year. They're totally going to win next. Stop right there. The dynasty isn't going to call for a repeat or a three-peat or any of that. It's going to call for 3 Super Bowls this decade. It doesn't mean they're going to win every year. It only means that they're going to cap the dynasty towards the later part of the 20s. Then we'll see your repeat like we saw with the Patriots in the last couple of years, and I think the Dallas Cowboys in the 1990s, and there was a repeat championship for the San Francisco 49ers in the 1980s. And the next repeat championship is going to occur during this next time, during the decade of the 2020s. I mean, conventional wisdom says that J.J. Watt, if he wants to win a Super Bowl, then he goes to the Raiders. Or if he wants to head back home, maybe Wisconsin. J.J. Watt, he knows DeAndre Hopkins, so maybe he will crash and burn and waste his career on the Cardinals. That is probably the Houston Texans thing to do, is to crash and burn on the gay-ass Arizona Cardinals, okay? That is probably what J.J. Watt's going to do. He's going to get a retirement home. He's going to have his nice weather. He's going to get this nice paycheck, and that's all that is. That is all that is that he's going to do. And believe me, Derek Carr is going to win, but y'all haters keep on writing this guy off and say he can't play. Y'all just listen to the media too much. You all listen to the media. Oh, Derek Carr, he's going to get traded. They're going to get traded. Oh, why would they keep Marcus Mariota? Are people blind? Yes, they are. He ain't starting in the league. He threw the pick against the Dolphins. Ha ha. Y'all think Derek Carr going to get traded, man? He ain't getting traded. He easily tops 30 touchdowns this year. He's throwing 200 touchdowns. He's throwing his 30,000 yards this year. He's going to do this en route to the Super Bowl championship. Derek Carr is something special. He's better than the loser Aaron Rodgers. He's better than the loser Drew Brees. He's better. Sorry, Peyton Manning. You didn't have the looks. You're not the California golden boy like Derek Carr and Tom Brady. This guy, Richard Sherman, wants a ring, so he's going to go to Vegas. He's going to stay close to home. He's going to be in the West Coast. He's going to join the party. He's going to play in another new stadium. He played at the new 49ers stadium. Now he's playing the new Vegas stadium next year. He wants another shot at Tom Brady. He wants another shot. He absolutely does. Henry Ruggs and your young receivers, got to be more consistent, Henry. Got to do more than that. Derek Carr needs you. We need to see the Henry Ruggs that you were in game 1 last year of the National Football League season. I like that tight end. Waller, big freak. This guy can play for years. John Gruden has something special going on that it is a force to be reckoned with. The Raiders are the next franchise to go ahead and win their 6th championship once the Dallas Cowboys win their 6th championship. The John Gruden has to face off against Brady again. The NFL has rigged WWE. It is definitely a rigged hoax. If we see something like LeBron beating Dwight Howard and beating Danny Green, and then now, oh my God, Richard Sherman, he's facing off against Tom Brady in the Super Bowl 7 years later. Can't get any more WWE than that. This is what the rigged hoax calls for a National Football League. You got your guy, think he's going to win the Super Bowls and be the next golden child? Sorry, but he half black. NFL is a white supremacist organization. Easy to see why the Raiders have the white quarterback. He has white privilege, and you know what? That's what it's all about. It's all about the outside. It's not what you are on the outside with your black jersey. It's about what you are on the inside. You white. It don't matter if you're wearing black. And that's what the Raiders symbolize. And be my guest. All this looting, ritual symbolism is all going to continue on for next year's football season. And there are too many rigged games I called the Raiders to lose last year. So if you ask me, they're easily top 10 wins. I got 10-6. I got 10-6 with the Raiders. I got a Super Bowl championship against Tom Brady and company in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady wins NFC. Tom Brady loses to John Gruden.